We are visible. Can you believe that?
Yes.
It's year 2023, and here we are. It's a little bit low quality though, so I'm sorry about that for me. But yeah, we are low budget
No, do
podcast.
I
But
look
yeah,
good?
you look perfect. Yeah, you look perfect in any resolution.
Okay.
So
All
welcome
right.
back. Welcome back to Mind Your Mind podcast. We are back after a while with season 3. And Henna, you are all the way out in New Jersey.
Yes,
You
I
traveled
am.
to the other side of the world. How are the things there?
Well, things have changed a lot since our last season. And yes, I'm so excited to be back to this platform where I can speak my mind and there are people, like-minded people who are listening to me, to both of us. And yeah, I'm so glad to be back.
It's good for you. Last time, for me, it was like early afternoon or evening, and you were just about to sleep, and now it's just you have perfect weather there, or it looks
Oh,
like you have
yes,
some
I
sun.
know. The time difference is the biggest thing that, I can say that I'm quite alert right now, but the earlier recordings always used to happen late at night. So, yeah, this is a good change.
Well, the tables have turned, so it's quite late here. It was a very busy day for me, so I will do a lot of typos. Is it typos when you're talking about it? I don't know. Anyway, but here we are. I got my coffee, and let's go. Actually, for me, it's a great topic because like I'm nearing the end of the day, and this is the best time to actually slow down the mind, and also slow down the body.
I
And
agree.
just think about what happened during the day and so on. I don't like to think about the past so much, but in a while that I like to close the day, like at least before sleeping. Like I would like to go through it one more time, see what I did, see what I thought, and just close out the day and do some basically just some reflection. And it really helps in a way that to focus the mind for me. Uh that's you know, how can you stop all this thought chain in your head like, oh my god, so many things happened today, so many meetings, so many text calls or whatever it is, and tomorrow I will have another round. How to position yourself in all this mess. I
Well,
find a
that's
way to basically just calm down and do some reflection, which is our topic for today.
Yeah, I think that's a very valid question, Ozan. Most of us struggle with that. And in this age when we have so many distractions around us, we tend to not think about what we are thinking, if you know what I mean. So it's
Yeah.
it's like, at any given point of time, a a, a regular human mind can hold so many thoughts that is beyond imagination, and you don't even know that maybe there is a song going on in your head which you have recently heard, or maybe there are faces of people who you have recently met. Maybe there is some lingering to-do list that is on your mind. So at any given point of time you have so many thoughts, and it is so hard to put them out in order when you are doing something else on the outside. And that is why I think it is important to pay attention to what you are thinking, and that can be done only when you are not doing anything else, when you are doing nothing, when you are sitting in stillness. And that could happen voluntarily or maybe forcefully. Maybe when you're made to wait outside a doctor's clinic, or maybe when you are made to wait at the bus stand, or the best out of all, when you are trying to sleep and you're lying on your bed. That is the time when you are forced to face your thoughts. And that is the time maximum reflection, self reflection happens, I believe. What do you think?
I think you put it in a very nice way. Especially like you're forced to face your thoughts. It's a really nice sentence. And especially I had that when I was, sleeping.
Mhm.
I go to the bed and I sleep like 1 2 hours later. I'm not one of those lucky people who just I'm not like
Same
that.
here.
So yeah, what do you do in that time? Because if you do something, you take your phone, you open the computer, then you will get less sleepy, and you're just looking at the clock, and time is passing. You're literally like forced to do
Mhm.
nothing if you're in the situation. And what is better thing to do than just going around your thoughts instead of just taking part in their game? Like it's
True.
good that you said like facing the thoughts because there are so many of them.
Mhm.
If you don't like consciously watch what you're thinking, it's really easy to get lost in them. Like three, four at the same time, you're thinking about today and tomorrow, what will happen, and then some random imagination. Like for me, it happens like most of the time. Like I think about NASCAR out of a while or Formula One or just completely random things. And if you just don't slow it down, then they just go like a whole train that just takes you there. So how do you slow it down? For me, for example, I found my method to consciously watch what is coming, especially what's coming like very strong. Some thoughts are coming really strong. It could be what you had during the day, like I don't know, maybe you have some regret. Maybe you're like, should have done different way, or like, oh, that was cool. I'm cool, yeah. So, but these things which are coming to you, it's important to notice because they are the key to getting to know yourself, right?
True.
Understand yourself, like how you are thinking,
Mhm.
or that's how I perceive my own mind. Like if some thoughts are coming so much, I like to like investigate. Like why are they coming? Like why am I so happy about something that happened today? Now, why am I so happy that I had a really nice conversation with this person? Or why am I so mad that there was this awkward conversation? Because they are connected to other thoughts in your mind, like maybe some beliefs. Maybe like, I don't know, I'm not good enough, or
Mhm.
these
Yeah.
things. And they can only be discovered if you follow
But
the thought chain,
I
right?
would interrupt you here, Ozan. Why do you think it is important to reflect? Why can't we just let it be and go on with the day as it is? What do you think is the very purpose of reflecting on ourselves?
Well, I think if you don't reflect, you don't know the meaning why something is important to you or why some thought is coming constantly. It's like imagine like your phone is giving you some notification, and if you don't deal with it, like it will just stay there.
It'll
Or if
keep poking you. It'll keep buzzing in your head.
exactly, like you will
There's
never
something
get
you
rid
need
of.
to check. There's something you need to check constantly.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, or you just hide it and then it just comes again. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you don't deal with it, it's always there. Like a little bit. So you need to listen to the root cause of that thought. Why is it coming? Why is it important for you? Sometimes like some thoughts are coming like it's not even important for us. Or maybe you're anxious about something. And if you're not really digging deep into what you're really anxious about, then you will never get over that. That anxiety will physically like physically appear in your body over time because it's always there. Do you agree?
Well, yes, to an extent, and I'll add to that. I think that all of us have a different way of, going about lives, and we have a different way of dealing with the problems that come on our way, or maybe just not just problems, maybe just the general issues that we face on a day-to-day basis. There is a signature style, I would say, that all of us have, and it's a unique style. Some people want to really delve deeper, go into the detail, and identify the root cause of the problem. Some people may just procrastinate and focus only on the outcome and just go about life. So, as you said, it is important to find meaning, or go down to address the root cause of why something is happening. It is important to first know what's going on in your mind. And for that reason, I believe that to redefine that signature style and to redefine the aura around us that makes us us, uh, reflection is necessary.
I agree with it. And the reflection is necessary. to basically define us and to make us more pure, if I would add, because all these thoughts they collect in your mind. How I see that most of them are dirty if you don't deal with it, because same one little belief that's implanted in your brain like generates so many thoughts over and over, and every single thing, that event that happens in your life, even the very small things, can really trigger a thought chain based on that one small belief. And these thoughts are just, imagine like you're listening to a song, and then someone in the same room listens to another song, and someone just there's rock music there, there's rap there, there's a pop here. Like how much of a mess
Yes.
it would be. You couldn't get into the song. So what I say is like that belief, and this is why actually most psychologists go to their, for example, your childhood or so on, because that's when you get really strong beliefs about who you are, who you define yourself to be.
Mhm.
And then small events in your life, 30, 40, 50, sometimes 60, 70 years old, years after, can still trigger the same belief. And when you're just going around with the thoughts and you're not digging so deep, you are just, yeah, that thing happened, whatever. Yeah, I'm so mad about what happened and stuff like that. But you are actually in the materialistic level, you are at the event level, and you're dealing with that event. But the same thing, same belief that generates that trigger will generate another one tomorrow in completely different demand that's not even related, probably. Or some people are just triggering that belief inside you that's probably coming from your childhood, maybe from your parents, maybe some childhood trauma. Everybody has traumas, big or small, it doesn't matter. You don't need to have a very bad experience to have a trauma. And if you don't realize this, then they keep coming and coming and coming, and you are basically in a circle dealing with the similar issues all the time, not knowing where they're coming from, right?
True. And also, in retrospect, if we think about a past problem or a issue that came in our lives and the way we handled it, when we look back, we kind of, there are times, there are moments when we regret on why we handled it the way we did. We could have done better. That is a moment of reflection, of course, but you could have corrected that action in the past if you would have sit down with that problem for a while and reflected on it at that point. So I think that is where, the way you want to see yourself, that way you can you can become that when you know yourself, when you identify how you deal with things, when you know what is your signature style. And that only is possible when you have spent some time with yourself and your own thoughts.
I actually love that, because like it's not only about understanding, but also like everything starts with understanding
Mhm.
and defining basically your next actions. And it's the continuous improvement. So today you dealt with it, even whatever possible. You talked with that guy and you were in a fire or something like that. And after you're having self-reflection, maybe you will have a completely different response a day
Mhm.
later when it happens, or a week later when it
Yeah,
happens. That's the continuous improvement. So you made a really good point there,
there's
actually.
actually a joke about it, I mean, they say it is a joke, but it's the reality. You get the best comeback to the argument in your head when you are taking a shower or when you are, going off to sleep. Just before that, a moment comes when you find n number of ways to deal with a thing which you had dealt with earlier, and they are so
Exactly.
different than what you did. So I think the best comebacks, they are not actually the best comebacks. They are always there within you. You just need to dig in and find them.
Yeah, but it is necessary to have that self-reflection. That's why, like, I always like to sleep over things, especially like after a huge debate or fight what I have.
Mhm.
It's very important to take some time off, not only just to cool down, but just because of exactly what you said.
Yeah.
You come up with it better afterwards. But I think it's very important here to emphasize
Mm-hmm.
being objective when you're actually self-reflecting. So it's not like thinking about how I can get back to that car tomorrow. It's not about that. It's about like, did
Sure.
I was I right? Or what made me feel the way I felt? Maybe it feels better to take a step back from the mind. So
Mm-hmm.
not be inside there like, why they say me that? Why I should have just punched them in the face. No, it's not like that. But why did I feel that? Maybe he didn't do anything wrong. Maybe just, I don't know, trigger something inside you. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why, like, objectively watching yourself, how you react. Yeah, maybe you will react much worse next day. It doesn't matter, but still, you will know yourself better and you will know what emotions you are feeling
Mm-hmm.
and where they are coming from. And then you can decide, you can judge if you are right with those emotions, you know? If you're right to get excited, if you're right to get mad, you will know, sometimes it's okay to get mad and get back to people in different ways. Of course, not violence, because we are completely against that. But
Yeah,
it's
I,
important
I
to
understand what you
yeah,
mean.
you got my point.
Yes, I get that. But when you say thinking about it objectively, I mean, I just need to know. I mean, I would like to discuss with you, how do we do reflection? How do we do it? How do we get to that level where we are able to view the things objectively? What is the step by step process to do that?
For me, it's really, well, doing nothing.
Okay, that is the beginning of everything.
That is the beginning of everything. That's why,
Yes.
like, yeah, mind your minds, doing
And I
nothing.
agree. I totally agree. You need to
Yeah,
first sit with yourself to actually, start anything.
exactly. And we should definitely start a drinking game. Every time we say doing nothing, you drink a shot. Best party ever. Anyway, but yeah,
I like that idea.
but yeah, it's true. It's true. Everything starts from there, and then after that, going in, because doing nothing is basically just getting off that train of thoughts.
Yeah.
And how you get off is like, for me, it is the big realization and basically reminding myself
Mhm.
that this mind, showing my brain, but yeah, the mind's a more abstract concept. Still, it's like a software, but it's not
True.
really you, that you get out from there. So it's
Hmm.
like the whole mind, body, soul. You go from your body to your mind, and you go to your soul from your mind, and then from your soul you can watch your body like a like like it's not you. You detach yourself. Only if you do this, then you can realize what kind of emotions that mind is feeling. Because if you're that mind, you're thinking like, I feel that, I feel this, I feel that. Still, you are there, and you can never be objective because you are the one who's feeling the emotions, right?
Yeah. So you need to detach yourself from your action. You need to
Exactly.
take a step back and slow down the pace of the chaotic thoughts, the series of thoughts. That momentum needs to be slowed down so that you can analyze it bit by bit.
Yeah. It's like looking at it and looking at, like, imagine a train is passing,
Mhm.
right? If you just look forward, what do you see? It's a mess. It's train passing,
Yeah,
It's
it's a
like,
blur.
but what happens when you try to fix your eyes on the train and see it passing for a second or something? You can see it clearly what it
Mhm.
is. It's not blurry anymore. It's clear. You can
Mhm.
even see, if you're like fast enough, you can even see what's inside. It's basically just focusing on it, putting your consciousness on it.
True. Yes.
And like that, you can see your thoughts in a similar way, like to not let them just take you away in a train and just drop you somewhere else. You just see them and then see what's behind them. What is causing that thought exactly? That's why what I mean, like, you have to be outside, and you have to watch
True.
that.
I think that gives birth to everything. You actually reminded me of something that I had written in my book, and I just found it. If I'll just read those two lines. Uh, Attentive resting is a way of silencing the mind and slowing down the momentum of our thoughts. Having a calm, well rested mind makes our actions bolder and wiser. Now, this is because we have gained clarity. Wisdom comes from right action, and right action comes from the clarity of thoughts. And this state of clarity is a state of quiet introspection where we allow ourselves to go beyond the things we do and even the identities we take on. So, yeah, this is exactly what we are talking about. And I just found this here, luckily. So, yeah, I think we are just trying to get into that thought because we need more clarity on why we did what we did. And if we do not know, if we have done something spontaneously or absent-mindedly, uh, the action is something that defines us on the outside. And if we take that action mindfully, we are bound to define a style of our own in which we can have a style that we want. We sometimes we admire people who deal with problems in a way, their problems in a way that it's so admirable, that the way they carry themselves with grace in spite of all the struggles. How do they do that? They are definitely reflecting on how they are dealing with things, and they are making themselves better one step at a time. And that is what reflection is.
Like it's a continuous improvement progress, So
Yeah,
you you see yourself, you watch, basically you just collect data, and then you decide on how to move forward next time you have a similar situation or similar belief is triggered. Then you know better how to do it, and it's like a
absolutely.
practice.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. Uh, that brings me to the fact, like, how do we create space for reflection? Now, creating space for reflection should not be forceful always. You need to deliberately take a measure, take steps towards uh, taking out some time from your daily schedule. I think night is the best time when you are just about to go off to sleep, or maybe early in the morning when you are up. If you are up early, then that is the best time to
If
reflect.
you're unlike us, then you're like, as soon as you fall down to the bed.
Yeah, if you sleep without any without any struggle, then maybe you are an early riser and you can plan your day by reflecting on your previous day. So yeah, that's what I feel is going to prove effective.
Yeah, exactly. And what I think one more thing that we have to emphasize, or at least I think it's very important to do it, like take it serious and do it consecutively, like every
Hmm.
single day. I think it should be a daily practice for everyone, just like brushing your teeth or taking a shower. Cleaning your mind should be the first thing you do, actually.
Consistency is important.
Consistency, because what we are talking right now, of course, it's quite deep. We are saying it like laughing and stuff, but it's not really easy to just detach yourself from your mind to objectively deal with your emotions. Sometimes it's very difficult, especially if the beliefs it's created by is very deep. So it's important to take it serious. Take yourself seriously. Like take care of you. However you take care of your body, eating well, moving well, brushing your teeth, taking a shower. It's important to treat your mind the same way. If you don't take a shower for 2 days, you'll stink. If you don't do self-reflection with your mind and calm your mind down and understand what's going on there, it will stink, right?
Yeah, true. I agree.
Consistency. Practice
Yes.
makes perfect. I'm collecting all the cheesy things, right?
All the cliches together.
Exactly, yeah.
No, but
Mind your mind. Mind
it's
your
true.
mind. Literally, it's in the name, Henna.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
in the
realize?
name. Oh, yes. Eureka. It's in the name.
Exactly.
Mind your mind.
So make sure to constantly do it every single day, whenever it is, it doesn't matter. Could
Yeah,
be morning, night, anytime else. It's fine. Maybe when you're commuting to work or whatever it is, like, but do
true.
it every day.
Yes, and also, just to highlight this or bolden it for our listeners, uh, we are not asking you to overthink. We are simply asking you to reflect on what you already did or are about to do, not delve deep into your past or go back into the sea of your thoughts and get lost. We are not asking you to do that. So yeah, that there's a difference between the two things. Once you are in that ocean of your thoughts, you are bound to get into the negative emotions, and go back, and maybe regret comes in or sadness comes in. But you have to take a look at it from a distance and not go into it. Like, you need to take a step back and analyze if it as a third person, like how would you have done it better, and how can you make things better now. That is the whole purpose of reflection, I would say.
Exactly, exactly. You know how they say the monkey mind? They say the monkey mind, but really, that's how you can. It's a good way to detach yourself because you just watch the mind. Even like when you're really mad about something or when you're really anxious about something, it just comes to you like what happened. Don't get lost in the emotion, but however, you just watch it. And like,
Yeah.
what a fool! What a fool! There's nothing to be anxious about there, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Or maybe there's actually something to be anxious about there, but you can see more clearly what the monkey mind is going through
Mm-hmm.
if you are watching it from outside.
Yes, I agree. I think we can wrap this up at this point.
Exactly. So what do we say? Do nothing. I said it with a British accent. Do
I would
nothing.
want you to say that. Please do the honors.
Do nothing. And and yeah, just every single day, take your time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whenever, but take your time, night, morning, to go through what comes to you, what thoughts are coming to you, and just watch them clearly. Focus on each one of them, especially the strongest ones. What happened to you? Think about that. How you reacted, think about that, and do that not from the mind, but outside the mind, watching how your mind is feeling all the emotions. And then, without judgment, making the calls if that emotion was good or not. Or next time, how would you react? And then you will see basically this continuous improvement. Doing this every single day, your life will improve.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
And on that note, I would like to add another cliche on the list. Uh, Grow through what you go through.
It's not cliche for me. I never heard about it before.
You never heard of it? Okay.
No, but it
All
does make,
right.
yeah, it does make sense.
Then I think it's also new to many of the listeners who are listening to us. I'm glad that I shared it. Grow through what you go through.
Well, I think perfect way to conclude. So it's very good that we don't see you, but you see us. So see you in the next episode of MYM Podcast. Bye.
Bye. Have a great time. Bye bye.